Hello my dear students, welcome you all to the botany classes. In today's class we shall discuss about the Botanical Survey of India. Okay. It is mainly one of the organization meant to keep the documentation of all the plant species which are existing now, some are endangered and some are extinct. So, the complete documentation and the conservation rule will be taken up by the Botanical Survey of India, shortly BSI. It is established in 13th February 1890 and it is reorganized on 29th March 1954. Okay. And the main mandate is survey of the plants, documentation and ex situ conservation of wild plant diversity of the country. Means if any plant is endangered, means not getting sufficient food, sufficient water, then the plant must be protected under human control, maybe in the botanical gardens, parks, etc. And the headquarters is located in Kolkata, and there are following regional centers including Acharya Jagdish Chandra Bose Indian Botanical Garden, Howrah, Botanical Garden of India, Republic, Noida, and industrial section of Indian Museum, Kolkata, and many more regional centers are there. In the next picture we can see the exact location of all the regional centers of Botanical Survey of India. Here you can see all those regional centers of Botanical Survey of India throughout all the states. Okay, not all the states, few states do not have the regional centers, only 15 centers are there in India. What are the objectives of the BSI? Firstly, exploration, inventorying and documentation of phytodiversity, means the diversity of the plant must be explored, inventories must be done, documentation should be done, and in general and protected areas, generally in the forests and in the protected areas, hotspots, fragile ecosystems and sacred groves in particular. So, all those areas must be protected. Second objective, publication of national, state and district floras, means the district wise, state wise, country wise floras must be prepared. Third, identification of red list of species and species rich areas needed conservation, means some areas which are rich in biodiversity, some areas which are very much poor in diversity, those areas must be red listed. More diversity, no problem, less diversity, it must be red listed, means a dangerous list, means the area where the plants are not getting sufficient facilities, right. Ex situ conservation of critically threatened taxa in botanical gardens, means the plant being affected by more grazing animals, the plant being affected by more of the hunting people, like that, that must be saved in gardens and parks. Next, survey and documentation of traditional knowledge associated with the plants, means whichever traditional knowledge which is there with the people, the tribal people, that must be preserved and conserved. Next, develop a national database of Indian plants including herbarium collections, living collections and botanical plantings or illustrations. So, all this must be saved in databases in computerized data. Next objective, monographic revisionary studies on selected plant groups, means for each taxa monographs must be prepared. Okay. Next, capacity building in plant taxonomy through refresher courses, means by making some vocational courses, refresher courses 3 months courses, 1 month courses, the human capacity or the diversity must be increased. Next, environmental impact assessment of areas assigned to BSI for study, means the people must assess the impact on environment, impact of BSI on environment. Next, develop and maintain botanical gardens, museums, etc. Preparation of pollen, seed and spore atlas of Indian plants, means location of the seed availability, location of the pollen availability, spore availability. Okay. So, one must know the location of particular seed. Yes, mango seed available in this country, available in this state, available in this district, like that. Qualitative analysis of nutritive value of ethno food and the other economic uses of the species. So, all commercial applications of the plant must be studied. Okay. So, these are the data which explain about exploration of a plant diversity. For example, 71 field visits and identification of the 4 biodiversity hotspots, 9 biogeographical regions, 41 protected areas, 13 sacred groves, many wetlands and 11,851 specimens. Okay. Like that, the exploration of a plant diversity will be done by the BSI. These are the some strengths of BSI. Firstly, nationwide organization, means it is organized in many of the states in India, so that it covers all the other states, mean it covers all the remaining states of India. Well organized herbaria with over 3 million herbarium specimens, means the BSI has a very well organized herbaria, herbarium sheets, herbarium collections all over India, over 19,000 type specimens. We discussed about types like holotype, neotype, paratype, like that. So, it has about 19,000 type specimens, over 20,000 exhibits of economic plants and products, large repository of books and journals dealing with taxonomy and phytogeography in the country. Next, elaborate ex situ conservation facilities comprising 861 acres of gardens and conservatories with live germplasm holdings. 1,75,000 belong to 7,050 species. Facilities for rapid mass multiplication for plant species. Lastly, national repository of data on plant resources of the country. Because of these many strengths, the BSI is now a leading organization of a botanical world of India. But still there are some weaknesses. Let us see what are those. Lack of hierarchical parity with the other research institutes in MO, FCC, DST and CSIR, means there may be some issues with hierarchy in these organizations. Shortage of trained manpower, means even though there is rich plant diversity in our country, but there is a shortage of manpower. Very less people are interested to work with the BSI. Lack of in-service skill augmentation and exposure to current trends in research in other peer institutions, means people are unable to update to current trends, the modern digital trends. Old and inadequate infrastructure. Yes, of course, for storage of herbaria or the official works or the laboratory works, the infrastructure is very much poor in our country. Lastly, lack of easily retrieval data in digital form, means even though the technology has developed very much in our country, but it is not enough sufficient enough to the update or enter all the data available in a plant diversity. Okay. Here there are some opportunities of BSI: ratification of a convention on biological diversity by Government of India, enhancement of Biological Diversity Act 2002 and Biological Diversity Rules 2004. So, all these acts are done to enhance the functioning ability of the BSI. Secondly, with the kind of infrastructure and data on the plant resources, the BSI has it can play a larger role in environmental awareness. Yes, it can do a lot in creating awareness in people about environment. Lastly, consolidation of the resources to initiate facilities experimental research in the field of molecular biology and conservation biology, means people can make more knowledge, people can gain more knowledge on in the field of molecular biology and conservation biology with the help of BSI. But still there are some threats to the BSI, like scientific and technical manpower burdened with the administrative work, means the scientific work, if he is a plant specialist, he will be given with the official work or administrative work, then of course his manpower will be wasted. Overlapping mandate of other research institutes, means other institutes will give some additional work other than the basic works, they have to do other works. In that case, the people or the manpower or the faculty or the staff will be unable to complete the given work in a given time. Lack of appreciation of other research, appreciation of basic taxonomic research, means whatever the basic taxonomic research work done in the country is least appreciated in our country. And lack of taxonomic teaching and staff in universities. In the universities, there are very few staff who are teaching taxonomy. With these strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats, BSI has till date been able to holistically explore 70% area of the country. Yes, it is a great to our country that BSI has done this much to our country. Here there are several achievements of BSI. Firstly, national reference collection of plants of about 3.2 million. Next, live germplasm holdings of about 1,75,000. New discoveries, one family, 32 genera, 925 species, new plant records more than 2,500. During the year of 2010, the scientists of BSI published one new genus, 23 new species and including 5 new varieties of plants and discovered 2 genera of 60 species and 5 varieties as new records for India. Digitalization, herbarium specimens digitalized more than 33,000, archival material digitalized 60,000, textile designs, natural dyes, botanical illustrations digitalized 10,500, publications in national floras 33 titles, state floras 41 titles, miscellaneous 185 titles, periodicals Nilambu 52 volumes, Envis new 16 volumes, Vanaspati Vani 20. Like that, there are several achievements of a BSI. So, students, with this we shall conclude the class for now. If you have any more doubts, please add over the comment section or ask in the group personally. Right. See you in the next video. Till that, keep learning. Bye bye.